Hey everyone, welcome to part 7. Now, those of you who are slightly more astute may notice something a little bit strange has happened. We've gone back in time. We're back at turn 181. When I saved the game, I guess it didn't save correctly, it got corrupted or something. I tried to load it and it wouldn't load, so my game would just literally crash and freeze up. So I loaded the autosave from turn 180, which is where we are. This is exactly what it brought me onto. So, you know, we've missed a couple of turns back in time. I could have gone back and, you know, redone everything exactly the same, I guess, and gone back to turn 183 or 184 or whatever it was that we were on. But honestly, you know, it would have taken me like 20 minutes to sit through my video and do everything exactly the same, so I decided not to do that and to just load from here and record it from here, and I'm sure you guys won't mind too much. So yeah, I was thinking about this game quite a lot, and you know, since we last played, and I'm thinking that since I've got this other great general down here, I might try and push him with citadels a bit towards this city, because it's proving very difficult to even, you know, start doing damage to it, especially with that cannon inside. And if I can put a citadel here, which means I'd have to put one, you know, maybe here first or here first, then this unit will take damage over time if I put a citadel here or here or here or anywhere, you know, in any tile adjacent. For those of you who maybe don't know how citadels work very well, it is the tile improvement created by the Great General, this guy here, Zhu Liang, a Chinese Great General, I guess. Probably butchered that pronunciation. I don't really know too much about like the history, but I guess he's probably from, like, you know, the dynasties era in China, where, you know, there were all these dynasties fighting. If any of you have played the Dynasty Warrior games, then I guess that's the period. That's about as much as I know about China, the Dynasty Warriors games. So yeah, basically these guys can put down a great tile improvement, as you can see here, constructed citadel, and it gives you 100% defensive strength to whatever unit is in that tile, and any unit that is next to the tile will take, and maybe on it as well. I'm not sure if any enemy units that's on it as well does the same, but any unit in any tile around it will take damage every single turn. Every turn that they're there. So if I put it here, then, you know, over the course of maybe 4 turns, this cannon will die, as well as anything else next to it. So it's very advantage. You can you know, step your way across the map by putting one here and then one here and then one here and then one here, and just keep going and going and going. It's a really strong tactic. But of course you need a lot of great generals to do it, so. But since I have 2, and Greece, I thought they were going to attack me, but they appear to be quite happily just sitting there, defending their city, I guess. So I'm actually going to move this guy down here and start heading him up towards our battle. And I might retreat these units a little bit, because I feel like I'm living life on the edge a little bit right now, down here. And I need to be a little bit more careful with my units and make sure that, you know, they survive. So I'm going to attack with him first. I want to attack with all of my units before I move this Great General into a position where he's not, you know, able to do much to help, I guess. And I guess I'll put my citadel down here, that way I can steal his spices. And because I've got a bazaar in Medina, I will also be able to trade them. Oh wow. I don't know if this happened last time. Did this happen last time? I think I might have had 3 last time. So now I've got 3. So now it makes even more sense. So I'm going to move this one here next turn, and I'm going to bring this one down and put them down here. And I have literally cannot remember a thing of what happened in the last game, but maybe they will attack me and I will die a horrible death. I don't know. So let's keep doing what we do. Let's build a temple, because I would like to increase my faith per turn just a little bit more and get our great temple over here that we talked about some time ago, and I still haven't managed to get around to it. I can't really remember what I was researching, because I played this game a while ago, so this was like 5 days ago, so I've got to try and jog my memory a bit. Okay, so we're getting astronomy so we can get the observatory in our third city. And then I guess we should probably head towards gunpowder and cannons. And then maybe even up to rifling quickly as well. So let's do that. We'll just leave him on there for now. I'm going to check on my spies as well, because I haven't done that for a while. Okay, so 20 turns together from St. Petersburg. 5 stars. We are falling very far behind now in the science race. As you can see, the average is 46. He's on 52, so he is, a sizable chunk ahead, and we are on 39, so we're a sizable chunk behind. So, I mean, what that kind of tells me, though, is because we are the lowest and he is the highest, he's at 52 and we're at 39, we're both kind of equal each other out. So that means that all of the other AIs are probably actually around 46%. So that's kind of cool to know. I'm going to go to the next turn. He has still got that cannon there, so I'm going to take a lot of damage. Okay. And this guy's taking damage from somewhere as well. And wow, he appears to have sent an armada at me. There's not much we can do with this guy. So this could actually scupper my plans a little bit, having him send that fleet my way. I'm going to have to go and defend that, and preferably without losing too much stuff. So we're going to construct our citadel, our first one. And we've got another great general here, another one here. Now I need to make sure that these guys are not in range of any of these boats, because he's very, very low health. The same with this guy when I retreat him back, and the same with this one as well. So I am going to just run him back to... You know what, I'm just going to be safe and just put him here and fortify him. I am going to just move this guy back 1 tile. I'm not going to put him on the coast, because if he's on the coast he can be attacked by even more boats. I don't really want that. This guy can attack him before he runs away. And let's put this guy into the citadel. He can still attack, so we will do that. He could attack, but unlike our good friends the Camel Archers, he will not be able to retreat, so I'm just going to move him here just in case they try and attack this great general. I don't want to lose him. This unit could end up dying, potentially. We're gonna have to wait and see. Let's see what else we can build. Another few camel archers. Camel archers are so useful because of their hit and run ability. It's really awesome. I'm actually going to move this camel archer down as well because I feel like we need all of the help we can get in defending. And I still haven't built a national epic, which is a little bit hilarious, I guess. And more camel archers from here. Let's actually check where our citizens are working in all of these cities, because I want to keep them focused on doing what they need to do. So as you can see, these guys are not locked down onto optimal tiles. They are now. I think I'd rather have him working here, sacrificing 4 gold per turn, but gaining a bit of production and food. I just want to get this city up to the next level as soon as possible, and that's what's going to happen. Head over to this city, and everything looks pretty okay, really. There's nothing we can really do to change that one. This is our struggling city a bit because there's not very much food around here, so really I think we're just going to try and get it up to one more level, and then we're just going to use these 2 tiles and just leave it stagnating on level 6. This of course is our nice city, this is the one we love, and we want you to work here. We need this on food focus. And you know what? If we look here, we can see that we're due a great scientist quite soon, plus 6 per turn, so, and a great engineer as well. That could be quite useful. Should I build this though? Plus 25% great person generation. I think I'm going to build it now. The sooner I build it, the better, really. I mean, it's kind of hurting me possibly in the short term because of this war that I'm in, and every unit really helps. But yeah, this city's going to be coming online to help build units soon. So wow. Okay. So we're not going to be able to take this right now. We need to retreat quite badly, if I'm completely honest. This guy might not even manage to get away the way he's going. Actually, he should be able to get away. Yeah, it's a shame actually. I mean, I would have almost, if I'd sent this great general 1 turn earlier, then I would have been able to get this down in time. But as you can see, it's going to use both of his moves going now, so that's not really worth it. So I'm going to just move him back. I need to retreat a few more units. These pikemen are kind of in the way here. Ranged units is what I need back here to help me out. You know what, it's probably better to just heal this guy up and bring him back and use him to help defend. Where can you go? You know what, you can actually go all the way over there and fortify. You can just sit here. You know what, I may as well pillage it. I'm going to be replacing the tile improvement there. So, oh, okay, that was a bad plan actually, because now I can't escape. That was quite a terrible plan. Well, no, he shouldn't be able to kill me, I don't think. Although it depends if this guy attacks me. And I guess that probably he will, so... So that's done, let's head straight for gunpowder. Okay, we did lose that unit. I wouldn't have lost it if I'd have just moved me straight up here, which is very silly of me. Indeed. In fact, I could have even just moved him. There's too many mistakes to even list. Very bad move. We got enough faith, so I'm going to spend our faith. You know what? Again, I didn't check the time before I started this recording. I really need to make sure I keep doing that because it's so hard to keep track of how long these are going on for. So we can't buy it here. Okay, so there we go. More faith, more culture, and more happiness. Happiness is just not even an issue for us in this game, thanks to our religion. Which, you know, it makes me kind of feel a bit silly for not coming down here and taking this expansion sooner, because we would have had, you know, 2 extra crabs once we had a bazaar here to trade away, and, you know, that extra iron as well that we can trade. It wouldn't have been, you know, a very productive city, but it would have been nice to have. I mean, effectively, that every 30 turns that would be making us 440 gold just from trading the crabs, and of course we wouldn't have grease here on our island. Heal every turn it performs an action. That's what we like to hear. Okay, he's got a lot of these guys down here. In fact, so many that I think I might even let him walk a tile closer. Because if he walks up to here, if I just retreat one more tile back, he's going to have to walk forward and he's going to take damage from these, and then I can defend. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move everything back a bit and bide my time and let him come to me. And fully utilise my better positioning. Was this guy originally upgraded from a scout to an archer, and then from an archer to... Because he can move over rough terrain, which is pretty awesome. I need to keep this guy alive. There's not anything down here, is there? No, he ran back, so I'm going to bring him up here just to be very safe. So many units to fortify and to sleep. Takes a long time having a war in this game, as I'm sure all of you are very aware. So we're already 7 episodes into this game, so I guess we're probably approaching halfway, depending how long this game goes. Maybe we're even past halfway. So if you guys have any preference of who you would like me to play in my next games, because, you know, this has been really successful, much more successful than I ever thought it would be, to be honest, and I'm really happy about that. It's just it's just cool to see everyone's comments and advice and stuff. People telling me that the Petra gives me a 3 amphitheatre, and then someone else actually commented today, I think, and said that, you know, if you go legalism in the tradition tree, after you've built your monument, then you get a free amphitheatre, and then if you go the Petra after that, you get a free opera house. So that's a really cool way of going for a really tall empire and going for a cultural victory, maybe. And I'd never really thought of that before, to be honest, but certainly if I play another game with a civ that's slightly better at going tall, you know, getting high-level cities and going for culture, then that might be something that I'll try. Certainly if I get a spawn in desert, then it's very achievable, because the Petra, of course, you need desert, so that instantly makes it a wonder that's a lot more easy to obtain playing on Immortal difficulty. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. So as you can see, this worked out quite well. He came down, he took some damage, and now we can attack him with lots and lots of units. I'm going to start off by moving this guy back here. This guy hasn't attacked yet, so he has one attack that he can use. So he's going to come up and attack, and then he's going to swap with this guy. We are going to move this guy forward one into this defensive tile again. Going to attack. We're going to move this guy up here because he's still very fragile, so we don't want to put him on the front line. Attack with him, and we can bring this guy down here. Attack with him, and there you go. We killed two units and we didn't lose anything. He says, preempting them to come down, hit him again, and take him out. I don't think he will, but he might. Hopefully not. So I actually need to check what I'm doing trading wise. I can't remember where I am on that front. I think maybe some of my deals have ended, so I need to go and trade again and get lots more gold off these civs. If they don't have gold, then they can't spend it on things, which is good. And wow, I can attack from several cities. Wow, he bought a caravel all the way around there, and he's pillaged my tile. How dare he? So let's just double check that now, because it's on my mind and I don't want to forget about it. I'll make peace with Lisbon, because we shouldn't be at war with them for any reason. 30 turns remaining. The leader has... I have the lead with 33. Ooh. That would be very beneficial, if we can get them liking us again. They do want us to demand tribute from Tyre, which we could do, but they wouldn't give it to us, I don't think. So I mean, Tyre, at first I thought, you know, it's really nice having him here to help us defend, but what I didn't realise is that he's also perfectly positioned to really get in the way attacking as well. If he wasn't here, we could have had a nice concave, you know, big line all the way down here and just attack, but instead we've got most of our units up here and a few down here, and we're trying not to get them too angry at us, which is incredibly frustrating. So let's... yeah, I completely ignored the fact that I was going to check what we have been trading. Going to the diplomacy overview, we can see how much gold people have got, which is kind of cool. So we can see who we want to try and sell to first. It seems like Alexander has got the most, and Egypt as well. So let's go and trade with Alex. There he is. So what have we got? Well, we've got 1 spices now. That leads me to another question though. Do we need to work the tile in order for our bazaar to have an effect on it? Here's our bazaar. Improved luxury resource near the city. So we should have a spare one of these, but maybe not because it's so far away. Also, we're not working our crabs tile, so let's see what happens if we work it, just to try and rule that out. So now we're working our crabs tile. Let's go back to trade and see if we have any crabs to trade. No. But maybe he already has crabs, so let's just check with this guy. We have 1 crab, so I guess that probably didn't make a difference. It looks like we've already done most of our deals with these guys. I could go into the deal history and just double check and see when they all end. It's kind of cool that we're friendly with these 2 guys though. It'd be really nice to get some declarations of friendship going with them. Let's go and check deal history. Current deals. So yeah. We have quite a few deals going at the moment. And look at all these completed deals as well. So these should be ending quite soon actually. For now, let's just try and do as much damage as we can to these guys. As you can see, he's now got musketmen. We haven't even got our riflemen yet. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. I always get confused with those 2. I mean, they're so similar. So let's just bring him to the front and attack with him. And we're going to move our Great General back up here again because, again, it's very scary. When you have musketmen, they could do a lot of damage to us. God, that's so annoying. So we just need to wait until this attack is, finished. And then we should be able to defend and put down another citadel over here. Wow, a lot of things happened on this term. Taj Mahal has been built by Egypt. Taj Mahal I think is maybe 1 or 2 techs up from us. I think it is in the bottom half of the tree. I'll go and double check that in a minute. Baghdad is starving. That's because this boat is here, ruining our day, killing all of our stuff. But I'm going to go and put an end to that now. Next turn he will be dead. God, he can move a long way. In fact, I might even be able to... Yeah, I can come all the way down here with this guy and kill him. And then even go all the way back. Well, not all the way, but most of the way. Still got this guy pestering us up here. And we're going to make him heal every time he performs an action, and we're going to swap him with this guy. And maybe even again with this guy, just to keep him a little bit safer. And we can even bring this guy forward a bit. Now we do need to be careful because they're probably going to, they've had cannons for quite a while now, so they're probably going to be heading towards artillery within the next 10 turns. Which is, of course, not great news. What can we build down in Mecca? We can build another camel archer. The reason I'm building so many is because they are going to become obsolete quite soon. So I just want to get a few out before we start building all of our musketmen. Okay, so it is riflemen that are the ones that are higher up. So that's good that he's attacking us with musketmen, not riflemen. Of course, he's actually going to have his own special unit soon. He gets the Cossacks, which I think replace maybe the Lancers. And wow, he's pillaged that tile. Ugh. Oh, so frustrating. How much is a workboat? 240. Okay, so quite a long way from having enough money to be able to buy one of them. Where can I move him to? I can move him all the way into this city, which boosts this city's damage output. God, that's so typical. Again, you know, I've got to be so careful with my units not to lose any unnecessarily. Oh wow, this can build a workboat in 4 turns. That's cool. In fact, I might just have him churn out workboats for a few turns. Although we can get the observatory now. 50% science is always good. We need that. We need that badly. And you know what? Now that that's not got that there, we may as well work here instead. India and Egypt are now friends. Greece is an ally of Lisbon. Greece, of course, is going to be heading for that diplomatic victory in this game. Almost certainly. Where am I going? Okay, we can do that. We need to swap this guy with this guy somehow, but I don't think he can actually move that far. Let's move this guy with him and fortify, and then we can move this guy with him and attack. He's going to get attacked next turn. He might actually die. That's not good. So again, you know, tell me who you want me to play. I'm thinking, personally, I would like to play maybe someone really aggressive, or maybe try for some sort of a cultural victory. Also, what map type you want it to be as well, you know, and also the game pace. I mean, I'm playing on standard here. I think probably most people actually play on quick. But yeah, you know, I'm game for pretty much anything. I'd even play an Earth map. That'd be kind of cool to do. Not sure if that would be very easy on Immortal. Depends on the size of the world. The bigger the world, the harder it's going to be playing on Immortal, I think. Because, you know, there's always the chance that they can just snowball out of control before you even meet them. And, you know, there's nothing whatsoever that you can do about that. Gandhi over here wants a declaration of friendship, which is awesome. And I think probably at turn... I think I'll do this turn and then I'll end this video, just to try and keep it relatively short. Or maybe 5 more turns. It's hard to tell, because I don't know how long this video has been going. Because I am a terrible human being. So we're going to attack him. And we want defense against ranged attacks. Attack him. You can also attack. And you can come down and attack. Cool, things are going quite well now. I think we need to start attempting to move our spearmen forward a bit, our pikemen even, so that we can get ready to use our great general. This is really a difficult game. If we don't, I'm going to call it now, if we don't take this city within the next 25 turns, probably the game's over, and that we won't be able to come back from that. If we do manage to take it, then maybe we can try and get artillery up and take out these 2 cities too, and really start pushing into their land and just taking them over. But I mean, even after we've done that, even if we manage to get to the point where, you know, we have these 3 cities and our score is up at, you know, 600 plus, and we're mid-table, and of course Catherine's will be brought back down to around 900, then we still have Greece to contend with, and Greece is, you know, going to be allying up with all these city-states and going for his victory type. So we've got quite a few hurdles to overcome if we want to try and win this game. And Russia's denounced India, and that's probably because they made friends with me. That's fine. Oh. Wow, Montezuma. Let's grab an embassy with this guy. Wow, he is in a bad situation. He's at war with someone. Okay. Well, get an embassy with him. And let's see where he is on the map. Okay, so he's on an island with these 2. So we've only got one more guy left to meet. So Montezuma's looking very weak. He's got a nice city there though. I like his area. It's a really nice area. He went for plantations and things, and it seems like it's his religion is the one that is spreading everywhere like crazy. In fact, I'm really surprised actually that he took the Christianity symbol. That's really strange. Oh well, whatever. Because I always thought the AIs did it logically by, you know, what religions were in their vicinity, and they sort of went by that order when choosing their religious symbols, but maybe I am wrong. I'm going to attack him since he's in the water and he might not be for long, so we want to get the most out of it. And this guy's fully healed up, so we're going to move him forward a bit. So after this turn I'm going to save the game. What are they looking like? 57. They're going to declare war on us soon. If we go in their land a little bit longer. And you know what? Next turn we're going to move that guy into position. This great general. We could do it this turn, we could move this guy up here and then put him there, but we might lose that unit because the cannon would attack it, the city would attack it, he would take it, dead. Whereas here, he can't do that because he's got to travel over the high ground if he wants to attack us. So even if they kill this unit, they can't capture him. So there's the Aztec scout that came and found us. Okay, they killed our pikeman. We got a great scientist this turn. I'm going to quickly build this aqueduct because it's only 3 turns. And it seems like a very worthwhile thing to build since Mecca's really struggling on growing and we've just got so much excess happiness. It's like, you know, why not? Our deal with Alexander actually ended a few turns ago, I think. And I forgot to renew it, so I'm going to go do that now. Or maybe I'm not. Who did it end with? Oh, what's he got extra? He's got extra silk. We need silk, I think. No, double check that. We need dyes, gold, and whales. Okay, so maybe not. Whose deal ended with us then? Was it maybe Egypt? No? I guess I was wrong. Maybe we don't really have anything to offer. I wish this guy would start generating a bit more money or whatever so that we can trade some stuff with him, but you know, we can see that we've got these 2 resources here that we could trade, but no one to trade them with, unfortunately. Lisbon wants our religion. I think that's very unlikely to happen. Actually, let's check. Was it Genoa? Oh, we're a little bit behind the leader. That's a shame. So we've got a great scientist. Let's plop down another great tile improvement. What is this unit doing over here? It feels like he's been standing there forever. Maybe I told him to sleep by accident. He needs to come down here and build a farm. That's what he needs to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. Okay, we're going to attack him. And then run back. You know what, he can just fortify and stay there for a little bit longer. It really doesn't bother me too much. And we are going to straight up just move him up here. So, you know, we're not being too aggressive, we're not just throwing everything at it, we're staying, you know, with these units back here, healing up. We just need to get this guy down first, and wait until we start churning out a few musketmen. And we've met the last guy, Mongolia. And he has some gold. Good news for us. And it looks like he's got gold, so he might have taken over a city-state at some point in the game, which of course he's quite well known for doing. Sell him some of our silver. And wow, so poor... Wow, that poor guy seems to be stuck right in the middle of everyone. Wow. The Louvre. That's a long way up, surely. Okay, it's not that far up, but still, that's the fact that he's got up to there and then built it means that he's researching in this tier right now. Very worrying indeed for us. Oh yeah, he can't actually reach there. Let's move him back. And let's bring this guy in. So we have our next citadel. The next one we can place will be here, or maybe over here. But I think we'll go here because it's just generally a nicer place to put it. We can grab this cotton. Although actually that's too far away to be worked now. Throw down this academy. I'm going to definitely do it at the end of this turn. I know I keep saying next turn, but I guess that's just civilization syndrome taking over. Let's just fortify everything up. And I'm going to end the recording, so catch me in episode 8, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can finally grab this city off them.